Folks, we were meant to kick off the evening with a dog match here tonight, and what a pop-up powerbomb. Kevin Owens has come out here. Our cameras have only just started to roll because this wasn't even meant to be televised. This was a dark match to try and pep up the crowd before the pay-per-view, before Metal started as well. And the powerbomb onto the rampway. And Kevin Owens just destroys Scotty 2 Hotty. Kevin Owens still angry about not being in the King of the Ring final here tonight. He felt he was screwed out of it with a count-out loss this past week. And now he's just taking it out on this poor guy who doesn't deserve it. Scotty 2 Hotty's been laid out. And Kevin Owens, his path of destruction continues. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metal, the NLW Insurgence pre-show, and what a night we've already had. We weren't even meant to be on the air. It was Kevin Owens coming out, attacking Scotty 2 Hotty during the Dark Match segment, and then hitting a pop-up powerbomb, and then a second one on the rampway. I want to know what the update is on Scotty 2 Hotty. Hopefully we'll get one soon. But Kevin Owens still angry about not being in the King of the Ring final here tonight at Insurgence. We're going to run down a couple of the matches here tonight and see a couple of bonus ones, but we're also going to hear from some of the competitors in the matches here tonight, including the World Champion CM Punk, X-Division Champion Adam Cole, and the man who takes on Kurt Angle tonight, the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. Now, something that I haven't been able to elaborate on recently is the impending debut of Xavier Woods. And if you watched Metal last week, he knew he wasn't going to be able to form the New Day again, in this company in particular, because he found out that Big E had made a drastic change since he last met him, and Kofi Kingston is now running with the Riot Squad. They're getting a tag title match tonight on pay-per-view, so Xavier Woods apparently is going to be all alone in this company. But judging by what he did on Metal tonight, he's looking quite impressive. A springboard DDT, a cartwheel clothesline, shining wizard baseball punch, you name it. Xavier Woods' varied offense was quite impressive here tonight against Darren Rex. That's one victory for him. Didn't need the New Day, but we will see how his career advances from this point on. Also here tonight on Metal, women's division action. Recently there's been a lot of women coming into this company. We knew that top female talent was going to be signed, and it has been. We saw Natalya debut a couple of weeks ago, then Alexa Bliss came up to support Charlotte, and then Paige joined the company to help the numbers game for Natalya. And then last week it was Paige and Natalya picking up a tag team victory over the women's champ Charlotte and her protege Alexa Bliss. Tonight the protege of the women's champion Alexa Bliss was looking to get revenge after her pinfall loss to Paige in the tag team match. Let's take you now to the closing moments of that women's division action. Alexa Bliss has taken the advantage thus far. She's on the second rope, but Paige kicks her out into the fallaway slam. I don't see Charlotte out here with Alexa tonight. What has she got planned? Maybe she's gonna come out on the pay-per-view, who knows, but in the meantime, she gets drop kicked in the face by Paige. And as a matter of fact, where's Natalya? We've seen her and Paige hanging out recently. They won that tag team match this past week, but there's a Hurricane Rana by Bliss. She is doing just fine on her own without the women's champion Charlotte. And now sunset flip, but rolled around. And now that kick by Paige. Right to the side of the skull. And Alexa may want to call it quits soon. Paige is setting her up. Maybe wants to go for that rampage that she hit on Alexa since her debut, but no, the roll up. Here's a cover, but Paige powers her way out of it. And Alexa now in the corner. And Paige has been dazzled for the moment. Wait a minute. And look at Alexa, she's undone the turnbuckle. And Paige! Face first into the exposed steel. Alexa Bliss has exposed the turnbuckle. The bare steel in the face of Paige. And look at Bliss on the top rope, twisted Bliss, and it's over. And you can see there, well, there you go, exposed steel. Alexa Bliss learning from the woman she's protecting, Charlotte, with the dirty tactics, taking the turnbuckle pad off, throwing Paige's face into it, and then hitting the twisted Bliss. Alexa Bliss is on a roll here in this company. You know, since I debuted the night after WrestleMania, to much fanfare, there were people saying that Adam Cole was not the person that they wanted. They wanted somebody else. Well, guess what? I quickly proved that I was the best wrestler on the planet. I won the X Division Championship in my first pay-per-view match. And not only that, I am still the champion to this day, but it seems as though Stone Cold and the higher-ups believe that Adam Cole is too big for his boots. That Adam Cole is some sort of pushover. Well, clearly I'm not. I'm not a loser, and I don't stay down from injuries, even with a bad neck, even with a bad foot, from kicking John Morrison in the face, even with a bad arm from pulling Pentagon Jr. in front of a spear, and even though Pentagon tried to break my arm, and Neville tried to break my ribs with a red arrow, I just keep fighting because I'm the damn champion. And even though the higher-ups decided to make an Ultimate X match tonight, where I have to put my championship on the line, doesn't change the fact I'm gonna walk in as Adam Cole, the champ. I'm gonna walk out as the X Division champ, and when I climb along the stretch of that rope high above the ring, and I grab my title and I collapse to the floor, the champion, the people in the arena will say in unison, and still, the X Division champ, his name is Adam Cole, baby!
An environment of no limits will ultimately lead to a rebellion, a common force which is united as one. There are many tests you must go through to reach the promised land. The lawful authority have no control whatsoever on these wrestlers. Resistance, mutiny, insurgence. NLW presents Insurgence live on pay-per-view.
You know, I've never been the best at these kind of wrestling promo kind of things, you know, I like to do my talking in the ring, but I have to address what happened this past week. And unfortunately, Brie got caught up in the action that was meant to be between myself and Angle. He crossed the line when he mentioned my family, my wife's family, but then he crossed another line when he tried to attack me, and then, obviously accident or not, he hit Brie. And as a husband, I guess I'm meant to be angry, I'm meant to lash out. But once I knew that Brie had been given an all clear, I went up to her in the back and I said, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. And she said, do you know what that's gonna prove? It's not gonna prove anything. And then she said, you wanna get revenge on that bastard? You hit him where it hurts, and you damage his ego, and you beat him. He has never been pinned, he's never been submitted, and tonight, I have a chance to do that. I wish I could be more animated, but quite frankly, I'm not. You know, I don't want to say this is business as usual, because it's not. It's probably the most important match in my career. They have called me the best technical wrestler of this generation, and they have said the same about Kurt Angle and his. And this is a dream match. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to it. I take pride in my work, I want to give people a show, but at the same time, I can't let my emotions get the better of me, and that's exactly what Brie said to me. She said, don't let him win by pushing your buttons. So I'm going to try and approach it as calmly as possible, but, you know, I make no promises. I'm going to try and out-wrestle him. I'm not going to let his tactics piss me off. I'm not going to make any mistakes because of what he said about me, my family, and my wife. But what's left to say? Kurt Angle, I am the American Dragon. I am Daniel Bryan. You know who I am. We're both very aware of what our strengths and weaknesses are, and there's not much more to say except, tonight, I will beat you. I will hand you your first loss in this company. And not only that, Kurt, for what you said about my family, my wife, my child, Kurt Angle, you are gonna get your f***ing head kicked in. He couldn't make it any clearer than that. Daniel Bryan wants his hands around Kurt Angle's neck. He wants to beat him tonight. He wants to become the first man to beat him tonight. And that's not all that's going to happen at Insurgence. Right now we're going to... Oh, are we not? Apparently something's going on in the back. Can we cut to whatever's happened? Oh. Oh, good grief. That's Natalia that's been knocked out there. I hope there's EMTs going... Okay, there's EMTs going to try and attend to Natalia right now, but I don't know why she's been attacked this way, but nevertheless, you know, that's what's going to happen at Insurgence, and, well, she's getting the attention she needs, but the match card for Insurgence is looking packed. We have a King of the Ring final, Bray Wyatt versus Drew Galloway. The winner of this one going to become the King of the Ring, and we'll also get a future World Championship match. For the tag titles, this new trio has wreaked havoc across this company, but the Riot Squad will get their chance at the tag titles when they take on the champions, Rob Van Dam and Raven. It is a stretcher match for the Hardcore Championship. Dean Ambrose was stretched out of NLW this past week when he was pole-driven onto concrete, and now that Havoc's the Hardcore Champion, what revenge it would be if Ambrose could wrest the title away from Havoc. And it's for the X Division Championship. All risks are going to be taken, but who's going to be rewarded? It is going to be Adam Cole defending against Pentagon Jr., John Morrison and Neville. This is for the X Division Championship Ultimate X. Seth Rollins takes on Edge. Youth versus experience. Who is the man? Edge is not going to be 100% after being beaten down by Brock Lesnar this past week, but Rollins is still not going to take the match lightly. Rollins versus Edge. We heard what Brian had to say about Angle headbutting his wife Brie. Accident or not, Angle is not going to be in a focused mindset when he knows that Daniel Bryan is going to be coming after him. No holds barred. Batista versus Brock Lesnar. These two behemoths set to collide in one-on-one action. This past week, Batista hit a Batista bomb through an announce table. They are set to collide at Insurgence. And of course it is the main event for the World Championship. Fatal 4-way matchup. CM Punk puts the championship on the line against his ally Shawn Michaels, the former champion AJ Styles, and the new challenger Finn Balor. All this and more at Insurgence. I don't want to point the finger of blame, Sean, but I want to know exactly where the hell you were last week. I was getting my ass handed to me 2-on-1, but you know what? I'm the champion, I'll fight it. But we're supposed to be a team. You get a cut of the champ's paycheck, so why did you leave me high and dry? I just want to know we're on the same page, heading into tonight's main event. Well, I was taken out by Finn Balor on the other side of the arena, so that answers where I was when you were getting your ass handed to you. But old HBK, when it comes to the World Championship, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win it. I made the mistake of trusting you in that Elimination Chamber, but I've called that water under the bridge. You and me, tonight, we're a team. But that doesn't mean when we've taken out AJ, we've taken out Balor, that it's not gonna be you and me facing off for that. Punk, we are on the same page. I will help you tonight, but if you try what you tried at Unchained tonight, I swear, I will take that championship from you with a snap of my fingers. I'll see you out there, champ.